And welcome back to the Medium Ghetto podcast with your host Jamar. Today we got a special guest in the building.
Daquana.
Yeah, she here back again. Today we got a treat for you. We're gonna be talking about the 5 ways you maybe people pleasing.
Mm.
What's with the
It's a tough subject.
Yeah, I think we all, especially like our entertainers and other people who are like naturally people pleasers, you want everyone to have a good time and stuff.
Yes.
I think we like, well, we don't think it's bad because we think since someone else is happy, it's good.
Right.
I think I was reading like a Kevin Hart book and he was talking about people pleasing and how like people pleasing, it translates great in comedy, but what happened was like it ruined his marriage. Shout out to Kevin Hart. I didn't mean to put him on Front Street, but shout out to Kevin Hart. I appreciate you. But we're gonna jump right into it. Right. So first one is this. This is one of the first reasons why you a people pleaser. We gonna talk. So difficulty saying no. Like who on this live has challenges saying no?
I do, personally.
Why?
Because I don't like disappointing people.
How does it feel? No, I get it. For me, I'm just getting over saying no. You don't ever feel like when you say yes to everything, you do bad at everything because you're too stretched like thin.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I manage it. Like, I prioritize my people pleasing. I just add it to my list of other things that I need to do.
Well, what about you?
I get there eventually sometimes, most of the time.
So you be giving yourself your last.
I feel like I need to relax now since I spent all this energy making sure somebody else doesn't go through it. I don't want anybody around me to go through it.
I see what you're saying. So you just don't want them to feel if everything falls through. You don't want them to feel disappointed because apparently they need you, right?
Right.
It's a crazy subject. You ever like help somebody and no matter what, it just goes wrong?
Yes. That's irritating too.
I heard a good saying. People said, someone said you can't save people from their own karma.
You cannot. Some people just, no matter how much you help them, it doesn't have anything to do with you per se. Like some people, like everything that they touch turns to shit, and you can't change that.
Yeah, you can't.
That's just the trajectory of their life.
Exactly. Anything, like stories at all you ever had from people pleasing?
A million. I do it every day. It's my whole life.
Oh yeah, give me an example.
I mean, personally, I kind of take on the matriarch role of my family. Everyone comes to me first. So it's usually like a juggling of, all right, who am I taking care of right now? Who needs this? Like, oh gosh, where do I start?
Give me something.
I like, what annoys me the most is I'll think about like a few relationships ago, arguments that I had with my significant other that I didn't even have to have because I didn't even have to help the person. Like, like, like taking my sister to work. It's her job. She can go to work. I don't want her to get fired, but she's supposed to make sure she go to work.
Yeah, she signed the paper saying, "Yo, I can make it here at this time, this time." Segue being in the human resources, if you're late, it's your fault. And one thing that happened to me, I remember I was like relationship, and this person is habitually late. I'm usually the person who's not late, and they kept making me late. And one time I caught myself blaming them, and I was like, "No, nigga, it's your fault.
Thanks. Leave their ass at home.
You let them make you late."
One thing you have to realize when you a people pleaser is that they'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
They will figure it out, and if they don't, it's their life and their consequences. It does not. It doesn't affect you.
And you take their grown away when you say like yes to everything.
Yeah, You do.
So
you
like
you stunt them because then they expect somebody to come through for them for everything instead of them coming through for themselves.
I really like see codependency.
Oof. Yeah.
You remember what a pimp named Slickback said about codependency?
What did he say?
You never watched that episode?
I don't remember. You know
on the
every
Boondocks?
episode. What did he say?
He said, "Oh no, it's chronic bitch dependency. It wasn't codependency, which is the same thing. As don't have chronic bitch dependency, guys. Which is it'll ruin your life. It'll steal your money. It'll ruin your finances. It'll take everything from you if you're chronic bitch dependency. That constant people pleasing.
Yeah.
And Tom had to learn not to be a people pleaser just for his wife.
He did.
Yeah, because he kept saying sorry when he didn't need to say sorry. But shoot, we gonna get to something more juicier though. So excessively apologizing. I want to say this, like, all right, this is a lady at work, and I think she getting her ass whooped at home. But I'm not gonna say names because she is always saying sorry to the point where I'm like, what, stop saying sorry to me. And then she says sorry.
Dang.
But here's the thing: is I think it's a cop out to take any accountability because I asked her to do something and she didn't do it, and she kept saying sorry to the person that I partnered with. And she's like, I'm so sorry I gotta do this. I'm so sorry. I'm like, you only had to focus for 30 minutes to get one task done. You didn't do it. And you kept copping out by saying sorry. And I think she thinks when she says sorry, people are like, oh, well, don't worry about it. We don't want you to feel that way. Right. So I think it's like gaslighting. But she don't know she is.
That's some advanced thought right there. You might be right about that.
Because there's no way you was thinking this is okay to say I'm sorry to everything. You think you're going to get away with it.
True. But, I mean, it could also be like a trauma response.
It got to be. I don't know, somebody not hitting her own. Probably not hitting her own. It's probably like something from her parents.
Yeah. I remember a long time ago when I was a kid, like anytime I was like I thought I was about to get in trouble or I was like gonna get in trouble or I did something, I would smile. And nobody ever called me out on it except for this one lady, like early when we was in care. She was like, why you do that? And I was like, what? Why I do what? She was like, every time you about to get in trouble, you smile. And I was like, I don't know. But after I thought about it, I was like, it's probably because I don't want to get slapped. So you can't hit somebody who smiles.
I mean, you can't hit somebody. But that's crazy. That's your cop out. What is my cop out? Well, I used to be a sorry person. Like, all right, let's say, yo, y'all girls is me. So I remember I was like relationship, and it was the point where the only way to get this person shut up is to say sorry. Well, I apologize for it, and you know damn well you ain't wrong.
Yeah.
But you need them to shut up.
Yes.
Or let's say you at work and your boss is like, oh, I didn't really appreciate that, blah blah blah, and it's like, and you like, I know you're right, and then they keep going on and on, like, yo, I'm sorry, that's it, and they just dip. And then like it gets to a point where the only way for some people to feel like they got somewhere in a conversation is for them to say sorry, you're sorry.
Right. Instead of actually coming to an agreement about, a good resolution for the issue.
Exactly.
Just apologize in a way.
And then you don't need the apology most of the time. Like you gotta make sure people know they wrong.
Right. I don't want you to say sorry. I want you to hear what I'm saying.
I think some people like learn the hard way, and by you saying I'm sorry too much, you're not gonna learn the hard way. You ever broke up with somebody, you needed to be the person that break up with them so they learn a lesson?
Yep. Yes. And I feel like if they apologize, then everything is cool. Everything is all right and copacetic. Whatever I did wasn't that bad because I apologized and
they took me back.
Yeah.
I don't listen to apologies like that. I don't care for no apologies. But let's get to another one. Let's talk about ignoring your personal needs. I do this a lot.
Ooh.
And I've done this a lot. And I've been stretched thin a lot to the point where I got anxiety from my finances being damaged. and I'll say, you ever gave extra money that you needed to get ahead or to maybe pay off a credit card to help someone else, and then they pay you back 2 or 3 weeks later than they said they would,
Yep.
and now you're in a financial bind
Yes.
because you put yourself last?
A couple of times. I had to learn very early on. That's one thing that I will say no about. I don't have it. Don't ask me for nothing. And I might say that I'll give it to you, but maybe I won't.
Because they never give it back on time.
They don't.
And
If I give somebody money, it's I generally don't expect it back. Like if I don't have it to give, then I don't give it. And if I give it to you, then I had it to give.
exactly, you kind of like
It's spent.
it is
at
what
that
it
point.
is,
Yeah.
and if you get it back, it's a bonus.
Yep. If I get it back, it's a bonus. If I don't, then I spent it. I was going to spend it anyway, most likely anyway.
Glad to help you. I'm glad it helped you.
But yeah, ignoring personal needs, that kind of hits a little close to home right now because I've been practicing that my mental health is like a garden that I need to take care of and tend to and water and make sure it has lots of sunlight, and allowing other people to come trash my garden with their and leave their junk behind, dry it out, or take things. It's not healthy. So I've been letting somebody come trash my garden or my mental health on a regular basis because they're going through some stuff, and it's been hard for me to say, look, I don't have it right now.
Goddamn.
To listen to.
What? Wait 1 second here. Yeah, exactly. What is right here? Can you read this? All right. What my man Eric Comedy said? Yo, look better off the hook because I ain't got on no clothes. All right, my guy. Eric Comedy, you got me. I shouldn't even have said this. What? I'm done. All right, guys. So next one. But what was that last comment you just said about people pleasing? Because I just got my brain just shut down from that like Brett.
I saw you over here stewing at it. It was the yoy in the beginning for me.
You got a freak bull in the comments.
I'm cracking up. No, I have a friend who like is going through things, and they like come sprinkle negativity throughout my day a lot, like a lot. They just dump on me all day for everything, every little inconvenience in their life. And I mean, I mentioned it already in like a different context to that person, and something was supposed to be done about it, but it didn't last that long. And I'm like, look, I can't even answer back right now.
Ain't got no time because you can't take it no more.
No, and I can't just be like to the person, look, you don't have to tell me everything. Every time you are irritated, you don't have to tell me about it. You can keep it to yourself. I have my own stuff going on. I don't have it.
What is you practicing? Or he practicing irritation?
I don't know.
Because I don't know how people can be irritated all the time.
The time.
Matter of fact, I can see that. I'm irritated a lot more than people realize, just from other people being irritated though. The irritation circle, you get it.
I don't want it passed to me. I'm a positive person. I like to look up at things, and I like for my day to have sunshine. And somebody coming constantly raining on my parade. We're gonna have to have a serious conversation soon. But I'm a people pleaser, so I just let them.
So
they need to tell somebody. So I guess it's just me. I guess that's just my job in life.
But all right, let's go back. Let's combine some of these 1 and 3, right? So have you ever, or what has been a situation when you had like, you're working like 5 days a week, you're working a bunch of hours. Do you sacrifice yourself to your time to help others when you should be relieving stress and taking care of yourself? Do you ever like just sacrifice that to help others?
Yeah, I do. still a lot. Not as much. I don't. Now that I'm getting older, I'm getting better and better at ignoring phone calls and text messages and Facebook calls and all that stuff. If I don't feel like doing anything, if I don't feel like leaving my house, I'm not. So I just don't answer. But if they catch me, if I answer the phone, or if they catch me outside, then I'm stuck. I gotta do it.
So do you set boundaries at all? Do you got like a list of ways you set boundaries or boundaries list?
Setting boundaries for me is not answering. I don't have the boundaries. It's just straight up ignore. They get the picture, but I don't. I don't set the boundaries.
I'm trying to think what do I do for boundaries? Oh, I say no a lot more. Shout out everyone I said no to last week. Y'all still mad at me? No, but like I can't do everything, I realize, and I can't do everything well. So think about like this, I'm YouTubing, I'm going to school, and I got 3 classes at a time right now. I'm taking like 9 credits right now. So I'm taking 9 credits of class, go to school, whatever. Got like a whole full-time job, and I do a part-time bartending. Then I got a business. Where do I have to actually spare time?
Right.
So if I want to do everything, if I do things well and actually pass my classes, do good at work because I'm not tired, I need to say no to stuff.
You do. Where do people find the audacity to ask you to do things when they know you got like 80 things on your plate? That's what bothers me the most. Like, people be having unlimited free time and be in an effed up situation, and then will bother you that they're bothering you because they know you do things and that you're busy and you probably have extra income or you probably have extra materials, and they'll really come and be like, I need this from you, even though I could probably do it myself or figure it out myself.
I just don't like it when somebody got like a baby dad or something or a significant other, and they be like, "Yo, I can't ask them." Well, what you fucking mean you can't ask them? Or you know what I mean? Like they have other people before you. They just know you're the easy one to realize.
Yes, yep, they do.
You're the easier one to deal with.
Very true. The people that ask me for stuff sometimes, like every once in a while, somebody will like 2 strands down message me and be like, "Oh, so and so said, hey, from jail, do you got $20?"
Nah.
How did you get to me? Like, it should be at least 100 people. I mean, they could have went through 100 people. I don't know, but it should be like 100 people between you and asking me for $20.
All right. First of all, accountability. Why did you put yourself in jail? I understand, like certain black men, we catch flight. Something might happen. We might be in the wrong situation, wrong time, right? And we go to jail. We might get framed. We might get identity theft. Someone might, mistake us for someone else. You know what I'm saying?
That shit don't happen.
I mean, in the movies it do. That's what counts. But if it magically happens and you didn't sell crack to people's moms and rob people or any kind of crazy felony charges, like I'm sorry that happened to you. But if you did all those things and you've been selling on the block, you did some crazy stuff, you popped at your homeboy.
Right.
You kind of deserve jail, bro. I'm just saying.
Right.
Don't ask me for $20.
Why do I have to fund those activities?
Yeah, like that's actually me promoting the wrong activities. I'm causing you to think it's cool to do that. Oh, I don't like to. This is a pet peeve thing, right? I don't like the fact that we always reward people who go through these crazy struggle situations that they created, and we honor them. Like, yo, you've been through so much, man. Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? But the person who's just trying to make it, you don't help them at all.
None. They don't get no help. People who do what they're supposed to do every day gets no love.
Yep. I think it's a hero syndrome. I think a lot of people have hero syndromes. That's what like one of the validation points of like seeking constant validation is. And which is the next point. Is you're seeking and you want to be a hero. You want to feel like you're the person who's in charge. Like on some real stuff. Like I even see it when people ask me to help with events or they want they they see in their eyes, they see the right thing is helping people,
Mhm.
but it's really just feeding their ego. Now, if I fed a bunch of homeless people and all I do was talk about how I fed the homeless people, I'm seeking validation. If I did something I know my boss is gonna like, who calling?
It's different numbers.
Oh my god, they probably asking for stuff. We got her in the studio getting asked for stuff. Ooh, or like I lost my whole train of thought. But with that being said, you don't need approval from everybody. Sometimes you gotta make people mad. If you always getting approval, like this whole social media generation, John, right? Constant validation is all the likes, all the shares. True. You get all this constant validation, which is like a really, really bad thing for your mind. It's addictive. So now you're buying new outfits, look good on social media, guys and girls. They get more and more likes, and now what you keep doing is everything's for the like. And then when someone says you're not cool or something like that, you'll kill yourself. That's how it be. They go straight the other end, like, oh, no one likes me, bro. You had one dislike this whole time.
Facts. Or if you're not getting the same amount of attention that they used to from strangers.
You're like, oh my god.
Where does that tie into people pleasing? You know what?
Because it is people pleasing. No. A lot of social media people, when you get you're pleasing people, and which fills your ego.
Yeah, that's true. You know what's crazy? There's this guy I've been watching on TikTok, and he cooks. He's really good at cooking. He's from like down south or something like that. And the one day I went onto his page, like usually I just see his videos on my For You page. And the one day I went onto his page and I found his YouTube. So I was like digging around his YouTube and I saw that he had like gastric bypass a few years ago. And he was talking about how he lost like 100 pounds and all this stuff. And it just made me think. I was like, oh goodness. I'm like, so he had, like life-changing surgery. His pictures before after were like insane. And I'm like, now he's getting all this new clout on TikTok from cooking. Like cooking big Southern meals every day. I'm like, I hope he doesn't like revert back, you know what I mean, to his old ways.
It happens too.
Yeah, like just because he's getting all this attention from like he's like near a lot of food every day. Like he could be eating it, he could be not eating it. I don't know. But
I won't lie, if I was making money from TikTok, I'd probably throw that shit away.
But it takes, you know what I mean? Like it takes self-control and discipline to like separate yourself from the things that you're cooking every day now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just worried. I don't know why. It just bothered me. And I was like, I hope nothing, happens to him. I hope he's able to stay strong and, you know what I mean, and stay on the right path. Because it's really hard to even get that surgery. So, but anyway, long story short, like a couple weeks ago, he had posted something went wrong in his life. And then it turned out that the guy he was dating, they like broke up. And I was like, I don't know if it has anything to do with, his newfound TikTok fame or not, but I just find it weird that I felt like something was going to be wrong. And then him and his boyfriend broke up. Obviously, I don't know the man, so I don't know why, but
I think like being with a spouse, you could be seeking validation a lot. And if you got like, let's say your ego gets built from like social media, and then you the only motherfucker that don't love me, man. How the fuck you the only person who don't fucking love me? It must be me. And must be something wrong with you. So now you start questioning yourself because somehow one person don't agree with you.
True.
Shoot. I see it all the time, man. Also, I think YouTube is the best spot. If you watch it on YouTube, shout out to people on YouTube, shout out people on Facebook. Appreciate you. If you can put your names in the comments, I'll shout you out. But with that being said, like so many people, like they seek validation in so many healthy ways. Like let's say you're going to do a lot of stuff you really shouldn't be doing for yourself. Like you should all right, let's say guys, right? We could seek validation from our girlfriends a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We can overspend. You know how many guys I've seen overspend on a girl who eventually like just left them alone?
Oh,
You imagine like you emptying your bank account to like $25 in a week. You trying to survive because you want to take her on dates to impress her.
yeah, that's wild.
That's seeking
That's wild.
validation.
Yeah, it is.
Or
People
staying
pleasing. It is.
extra for your boss. You want a salary job and you're staying extra to impress your boss.
People pleasing. That's true too.
Yeah, and then you imagine if they like chose someone else to get the promotion because they had a backbone, and then you're like, motherfucker.
Dang.
Yeah, I seen it happen. Actually, it was it's fucked up.
That was. You know what? Another part about seeking validation. When I was younger, and I was like, I would literally run around for everybody all the time. Like at least one full day off was just running errands for my cousins or my brother or my sister, somebody, a friend. And I was talking to my uncle about it, and I'm like, you don't have to do anything for anybody because nobody looks to you for anything. But I'm like, how, like, when I die and people come to my funeral, like, that's what I want them to say. Like, that they always could depend on me for anything. That's what's important to me. I don't know what's important to you because you don't do nothing for nobody. I don't know who you expecting to have at your funeral, who's going to do your plans, but there should be people fighting over doing my plans. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but you know what's gonna be crazy? Nobody gonna be at your funeral because they really didn't care about you.
Right. Maybe they just might do something.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them, but
I'll say
enough of the
like
people.
5% gonna be there. Everyone else couldn't get off of work.
Quite possibly.
I can see it. We getting more jobs by the minute,
Yeah.
but like we can go to the next one, right?
Yes.
It's a good one. Avoiding conflict at all costs. I would do this. I would agree with you, knowing damn right, damn well you're stupid. Just so we wouldn't continue the conversation and be like, yeah, you're right, absolutely, and just leave.
Is that an Aquarius thing?
Oh, it might be.
Because I ain't gonna say that, but
I did hear from somebody. It was like, I heard Aquarius are people pleasers. I was like, nah, I don't know.
no, not that with people pleasers. That people are just dumb and you just be annoyed being around stupidity. So
Oh my,
you
you just dip. You like fuck
just
this.
check out. There's no point in me. You're not even gonna understand my explanation.
Like I like hanging around. What type of people I like hanging around? The positive people who don't mind talking. Like if you can talk about positivity with another person who talks about positivity, I could talk for hours.
Definitely.
But when you talk about positivity to someone who just focuses on dumb shit, they don't get mad at you because they don't. That's not what they talk about. That's not their expertise.
No,
Their expertise is dumb shit.
they can't identify with.
I'm minor in dumb shit, but like you got an expertise in dumb shit. You major in dumb shit.
Dumb shit is struggle.
Yeah, like
some people who only identify with struggle and only want to talk about that. I don't like that.
What struggle? Yeah, I don't want to either because like you ever heard like you will become like the 5 closest friends next to you, and then they actually had a survey where they showed that if you sit in the room with a high achiever, you will get your performance will go up 15% just from being there. But there you will decrease 30% by being near someone who's underachieving.
Yes.
And I highly believe that because it will drain you eventually.
It does. It rubs off on you in the worst way.
Mm-hmm. Because now you start to think of things you can do that are low achieving. They'll teach you how to be a low achiever.
They will.
You're gonna stop batching your work. You're like get on your work, like you make a list. You do all the work you did usually do in a day in like 2 hours. You got more time to build the company. That's high achievers. Always you go through the whole day having a great day. One person's gonna be stuck on one thing for like 2 or 3 hours, complaining about it.
Mm-hmm.
Manager says something they don't agree with, they're gonna whine about it, and eventually it's gonna get to you.
You know, at my job, we have a really small office, and we're really choosy about
What's the name of the YouTube channel? Yo, Kyle. The name of the YouTube channel is the Medium Ghetto channel. So check out the Medium Ghetto channel. I got all my videos on there. They're really good. Got some controversial things. I even got a dating show called Playing Games. We're gonna start redoing that soon.
Yeah, we are.
It's gonna be dope. We might do it live here, so you can check us out. With that being said, back to the episode.
Yes.
All right. So.
And the canned cocktail reviews.
Oh, yeah, canned cocktails reviews.
Check those out.
Check them out. Wait, I forgot to turn the comment off.
Should have a new one coming up soon.
If it was no tomorrow, it was ours, but I don't know about that. You know, I don't know this guy, Eric Comedy, but I think he's trolling me. Because there's no way you're going to spell no like that. And we just talk. And then tomorrow.
I would have said it was voice to chat, but.
And then
what? Wouldn't have spelled was with 2 A's.
Yeah, then ours was ours, but I don't know about. All right, bro.
It should be Eric anti-comedy because you're not funny.
Yeah, this is borderline harassment. Oh, you on there? What's up? Oh, Uncle Luke. That's my brother Kyle, y'all. Peace out. Let me actually get to the other part. Oh my God, getting back. So much clicking going on. But back to avoiding conflict. I'm still like, this is what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm on. Because I will literally be like, yo, that's crazy, and then walk away. Oh, that's what I said. I can't do it no more. It's to the point where someone's like really, really negative. And if you're really, really negative, if I don't leave that room, I'll fucking snap at you. I get really aggressive about my headspace now.
Yeah, I need to be on that time.
Like, I will cuss you the fuck out.
I'm trying to get more serious about it, but at the same time, I'm not saying a whole lot and just not doing as much. I'm just doing more ignoring right now than addressing.
Yeah. When certain people, you know what's crazy? If someone ever asks you how your day was, and then they be like, oh man, it sucks or something like that, and they are so happy to talk about how their day sucks. But then they ask me, and I'm like, oh, I did this, and this, and they get upset because I talk too much now. Bitch, like, I just did everything for like a whole week. I got everything to talk about. I haven't talked to anybody forever.
Right.
I just did 3 classes, did a bunch of investigations at work, juicy ones. And then you expect, and I've been on Hinge and laughing at, and I'm like, this is crazy shit. So it's a lot to talk about.
I would say, if somebody asked me how my day was, unless there was like absolutely nothing positive and I was irritated for a good majority of the day, I generally always start off with the good stuff first. Or I'll be like, it was all right. And then I'll go to the good stuff. But I don't like to. Even though I do have, sometimes it is fun for me to talk about how irritating some people are. That's a joy of mine.
Yeah, at least you know what I mean? But it's okay to be a little, but like, you shouldn't just want to talk about that all the time.
No. I don't know. I generally don't hang with people who live sad, miserable lives.
That's a great idea.
Yes. Who have poverty mentality.
Lack of abundance. But you know what really grinds my gears lately?
What?
You know, us, being in the city of Chester, and then see everybody consumed with homecoming just paying $10. It's only $10 for the kids. It don't matter what the money is. I've seen so many true comments like, y'all go to the club and y'all pay y'all lose like $200 that night, and the money's going to the club. But when you gotta pay $10 and tell you the money's going to the kids, you get upset.
Right.
And you still gonna buy that $50 bottle of Hennessy you buy every fucking where, and you gonna get drunk. You're gonna leave the shit on the floor, and that's why I don't want to do. That's why I don't want. That's why I don't want to set up homecoming it this year. To be honest.
Cause you gotta stay there and break it down.
No, it's like when it's your stuff. Yeah, like when it's your stuff, you gotta pick it up, and it's no one else there, right? And you're getting your tent, you're getting whatever else you got, and it's just horrible. And it's bottles all over the floor. It fuck your car tires up. and like people are not, they're still partying. Motherfuckers was out there like 4 hours since after the game was over.
They definitely. Wait.
You ever went to a Chester High homecoming?
Nope, I didn't even know there was a game. I thought it was just the people at the tents.
Nah, they having a whole game the whole time. Most of the people don't go in and buy a ticket, so they're just asking everyone who's partying to buy a ticket, and it's a problem.
People are poor and cheap. That's all I can say. It's $10. You don't even think about $10. It's going so fast. Like $20 is $1 nowadays, so $10 is like 50 cents.
That's like two items at the store.
It costs damn near $10 to get money out at Harris. Like,
god damn, that is insane.
That's crazy. I've been to homecoming once, and I mean I don't really belong there because I didn't graduate from Chester High.
Where you graduate from?
The Poconos.
You went to Chester and graduated from Poconos?
I never went to Chester High.
Oh shoot! So you came from the Poconos down here?
No, I came from here and then went to the Poconos and then came back.
Was it like a boarding school?
I went to Smedley and till 8th grade, and then I dipped because Chester High said I couldn't come there.
Why? What you do?
Apparently, too much stuff at Smedley. I don't know.
Damn, you got expelled. Did you go to like a prison school?
No.
I don't know if such thing as a prison school, but I imagine he probably got a prison school out there.
No, I went to tech school and I did pretty well.
Must be nice. I went to Chester High and I ditched 2 years. I ditched 2 years of school and still passed. Yo, you know what's funny? 9th and 10th grade only came for midterms or finals, and I didn't have summer school. And all my niggas went to school for like 3/4 a year and still had summer school. What the hell? Like, how y'all go to school the whole time and still get summer school? I love y'all to death, but I still think that's funny.
Child left behind.
Yeah, what happened to No Child Left Behind? Well, listen, man, I bid you adieu. We're going to end this wonderful episode. If you want to be on the podcast, let me know. Hit me up. Check out mediumghettopodcast.com for all the audio episodes and everything in transcripts and blogs. Hit us up. And if you want to drink with us one day, hit me up as well.
Yes.
Subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff, and share. Check out Playing Games
and canned cocktail reviews.
Yep. Holla at you. Bye.
Bye.